3D printing looks like something straight out of a science fiction movie. Need a cast? Bam! There it is! Want to make a model of your idea? No problem. But aside from the practical and the novel applications, this process has potential limited only by imagination. And that's where these 5 3D printed items lie, on the outskirts of possibility. Here are 5 shocking 3D printed things you won't believe. Number 5. 3D printed skull. A woman in Holland was suffering from a rare disorder which caused the bones in her skull to thicken far more than normal. As a result, an inordinate amount of pressure was put on her brain. It doesn't take, well, a neurosurgeon to figure out that this is bad. In the past, there would have been little the doctors could have done for the woman, and she would have faced certain death. Fortunately, this is the 21st century. Doctors used a 3D printer to form the majority of the woman's skull, and in a 23-hour surgery were able to save her life. Similar surgeries had been completed successfully before, but this was the largest of its kind. The model skull was designed after a 3D model of the woman's head to ensure proper fit. Things like this make you wonder, what's next for technology? Number 4. 3D house. With a population of over 1 billion people, it's no wonder China is constantly on the lookout for new ideas related to housing. A company there seems to have found a pretty good solution. Huasheng Tenda devised a way in 2016 to print a house. They're not the first company to use a 3D printer for home construction, but they are the first to utilize the technology to build an entire house. They used an inexpensive but very strong concrete to build the house, and used computers to control the mixture, and the, well, basically, giant 3D printer. The whole process took only 3 hours, and the result is effectively earthquake-proof, as the structure can withstand an earthquake up to 8.0 on the Richter scale. The house isn't exactly quaint either. With 4,305 square feet, it's impressive inside and out. Number 3. Adidas 3D printed shoes. While this might be the most trivial use of a 3D printer on this list, that certainly doesn't make it any less impressive, especially considering the quality of the finished product. We might be used to the products of a 3D printer being rudimentary, rough-looking products. Adidas has taken it to another level though, and designed a stylish and highly sought-after sneaker. The shoe, which is modeled on those given to athletes at the 2016 Olympics, features a fully integrated sole, meaning no stitching and no glue. The advantages are obvious, and the process should be a little greener as well. The price tag, however, is a little steep at over $300. It's also very limited edition, so expect to find them online for even more. Number 2. 3D printed organs. This is getting complicated. Most 3D printing is done with synthetic plastics, or as we saw earlier, concrete. But what if we replace those synthetics with living material? We make a huge step towards printing out organs is what. They've been making progress on printing with cells since 2003, and it's looking promising. Basically, they print a structure using a decomposable shell full of organ cells. As the shell wears away and is broken down, the cells remain, forming the organ. There are currently research projects underway towards heart and kidney printing, and if successful, could mean a lot of lives saved. With the current shortage of organ donors, thousands are left on waiting lists every year. It's not quite so simple though, as intellectual property concerns have been brought up, as well as ethical ramifications. Number 1. Blade. Alright, we've saved the best for last. Divergent has used 3D printing technology to build a supercar. Not just any supercar, a very, very fast supercar. The Divergent Blade is the world's first 3D printed car and is manufactured at a microfactory. Essentially, this means that the production process is environmentally friendly and efficient. They claim to be able to build 10,000 of these per year in each factory, and that they could build anything from supercar to pickup truck. The chassis of the car is built from a metal alloy, while the body, according to Divergent, could be made of anything. Their prototype apparently goes from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, even faster than one of the world's fastest cars, the McLaren P1. For those of you keeping track, that's really fast. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss any of our future videos.